Love is slipping away. Yeah, I know. Love is slipping away. Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye. Love is slipping away. I know it's sad. Love is slipping away. Love is slipping away. Love is slipping away.
There's enough dancing now. Oh, for a second.
Love is slipping away.
Alright, that's enough music. I think it's time to get to the live chat. Sorry about that, guys. I just really love that song. I recently heard it, of course, from Video Game Donkey, and damn, that song is just energetic. I mean, I don't really go to the club or really party, but man, that song, man, it just gets me dancing. I don't know, I love it. But anyway, hey guys, it's the Black Critic Guy, and welcome to the No Live Chat, No Life, Jammin Junebug live chat. I'm your host, of course, the Black Critic Guy. And, man, that song really took a lot out. That dancing really took a lot out of me right there. Anyway, so I just wanted to say welcome, and before we start, as always, I'd like to ask you guys to rate my success for the month of June. How did I do on a scale of 0 to 5? 5 being the best, 0 being the worst. Let me know. I would really like to know your honest opinions. I'm just going to read through some of the comments here real quick. We got, of course, Christian Alonzo. Man, you're always like one of the first people to comment, man. I really appreciate that, Christian. Truly, I do. We got JDJ. I like cookies. I like cookies too, but what's your favorite cookie? There's a tough question. Captain Turtle. First time I made it on time, even if it's early. I guess you guys been chilling for a while, huh? We got Tylen Turner. Hey, Tony, how you having a good man? I'm guessing you're having a good time, man, either one. We got Rafa I'm sorry, Rafa. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I didn't want to butcher it, so let's see. Got TG5455. Welcome, my friend. We got Andres Aguilera, Captain Turtle again. The ex Eric Pie. Welcome. We got Echo. Hello, how you doing? One less than three trolling. By the way, one less than three trolling. Stay tuned this month. I think you might be seeing something you want to see. It's nearly 4 a.m. here, but I don't give a fuck. I will stay for the live stream. Well, thank you, Yugi boy. Or should I say, Yugi boy? Joel Phillips. Hello, Tony. Hello. You got them dancing skills. Well, you know, I just love to start things off, man. Is this how he always starts his live streams? Okay, for those of you who don't really stay, like, who aren't really here at the beginning, I always start with a song. Every live chat I've ever done always starts off with a song. Dating all the way back to the first live chat, at least from what I remember, they always start with song. Woodman645W, that dance, 10 out of 10. Thank you. We got Fate Smith. Andrew Jones just got here, and I'm not sure if this is the whole stream of him just dancing, but I'm okay with this. No, it's not the whole stream, but I never really danced in a live stream before, so I said, fuck it, I'll do it anyway. Let's see. We got Sonic C. Ryan. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I apologize. Agree to disagree. Hey, man, I'll be talking about you real soon, actually. Dragon Slayer, a Black Critic guy. This may sound like a weird question, but how do you feel about, or what is your take on gender bending in anime? Actually, thanks for asking. For the first about 30 minutes to at least 45 minutes, I'm not going to be answering any questions because we got a lot to cover, guys. And I also am doing two live top 10s for you guys, which I have painstakingly done, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about them. So, now I got that out. Welcome to the monthly update where I keep you guys up to date with things that are coming for the month of July and ask you guys to rate my success for the previous month, which will be June. As I already asked you guys, make sure you rate my success from a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being worst, 5 being the best. For those who have just joined us, welcome. So what do we have here on the agenda? Well, oh, shoot. And the drink of the month is pink lemonade. Yeah, always a good choice. All right, so you might notice that I have a notebook in my hand, and it's not because I have the top 10s in here. In fact, I have all the top 10s in here for the entire month of July. I also have the top 10 list for also have the top 10 list for this live chat, and also I wrote a few notes down for what I'm going to discuss here in the live chat to keep things a little more organized. Damn, 49 viewers in just 8 minutes. You guys are freaking impressive. Oh, by the way, thank you guys for helping me break 17,000 subscribers. Now we're just 3,000, well, about 2,500 away from my goal, which is 20K by the end of this year. And I think if I'm lucky, I'm going to reach that goal by the end of the summer. If we reach 20,000 by the end of the summer, guys, holy shit. Like, just holy shit. I'm going to be so fucking sweet. In fact, you know what? If I break 20,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, I will do a whole day live chatting animes that you guys want me to watch, and you can just basically watch me as I critique. Okay, hold up. Let me think this through. If I break 20K by the end of the summer, I will ask you guys in the July live chat what you guys would like me to do. That is something that I can do. Like, you can't ask me to jump off a cliff. You can't ask me to rob a bank. You can't ask me to do something that is above my means. I was going to say I could do, like, another short film, but I don't know if I can make one by that time, because Life has been really busy. But yeah, so if I break 20K subscribers by the end of the summer, we'll do something special. Promise. Okay. Anyway, besides that, plans for July. Now, you guys are freaking lucky. Christmas came early for you guys because July is, I think, one of 2 months this year where you have 5 anime reviews coming your way because there are 5 Tuesdays in July, so that means 5 anime reviews. I do an anime review every Tuesday. For those of you who always follow me, they always come out on Tuesday unless situations call for it not to, which sometimes that happens. But they only happen because like family members come down or my friends come down or I just get, backtrack. But mostly I do really fine staying on Tuesday. Not only do you get 5 anime reviews, but you are getting 8 top 10 lists. 8! That's the most top 10s I've ever done in 1 month. Even last year, I only did 4. 4. So yeah, Christmas came early for you guys. I will be also doing some movie reviews as well. I kind of was slacking in June on the movie review side. I think I only did I think I only did 3 movie reviews last month. Shit, only 3. That's a damn shame. But I'll try to do more movie reviews. In fact, I will be seeing Earth to Echo tomorrow. I'm not too sure what time yet because that's going to be something I'm going to mention real soon. But I'll try to see Earth to Echo as soon as I can. And I also will see Tammy, although honestly, Tammy doesn't really look too appealing to me. I'm not that interested in seeing Tammy. I'm not going to lie. Other than that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the surplus side. Next thing I'm going to mention. Now, I don't know if many of you know about this, but I'm actually doing a collaborative video in the same vein as when I was doing collaborative videos last year with a certain Hado Sengoku. If you guys remember, it was called You Back, the entertainment or the underground the underground entertainment bunker chat. And it was a live chat that me and him did every 2 weeks where we would talk about multiple things ranging from movies to TV shows, animes, gaming, what have you. That's what we did. This time around, summer 2014, I'm doing pretty much the same thing but with another YouTuber by the name of Agree to Disagree. Now, I mentioned them in an update video recently, and I met them through the Geeky Awards. We both got nominated, and we both kind of reached out to each other, and I got to talk to one of the heads. His name is Joe. A really great guy. Like, me and him, we clicked. And the funny thing is, not only did we click, but we disagreed on a lot of things. Like, he doesn't like Quentin Tarantino. Fucking tore my heart apart when he said that. I felt like I just got fucking curb stomped onto the ground. It broke my heart. And, he didn't like shit. He liked the last Saw movie. I didn't like the last Saw movie. There was a lot of other things that we didn't agree on, but still, the fact that we didn't agree on a lot of things was kind of refreshing, It adds this very interesting dimension to our friendship, and I really enjoyed that. Instead of being like, yeah, I love that too, buddy. Oh, I love that too, man. Oh, man, we get along so well. We're like, oh, you said that. I mean, I respect your opinion, but damn, dude, I don't see it. And I feel like from that we actually built somewhat of a rapport, and I like talking to the guy. Like, even after we were done doing one of the videos that I'm about to talk about, we stayed online talking for literally like 2 hours. And, oh man, it was a lot of fun. But anyway, to the point, me and him are doing collaborative videos called TV Warfare and Movie Warfare. Now, what is TV Warfare and Movie Warfare? Well, basically, we take characters, like main characters from TV shows or from movies, and we pit them against each other. Now, TV Warfare is done on his channel, Agree to Disagree. I'll put a link in the description after all of this is said and done. And then Movie Warfare is done on my channel, and there'll be a new episode tomorrow night. So, stay tuned for that. It's going to be one hell of a show. It's Hannibal versus Jigsaw, which I can't wait because it's really exciting. Jigsaw is one of my favorite movie characters, one of my favorite horror villains ever, even though he's not really a villain, I guess. I don't think he's a villain. But anyway, it's gonna be a fun video, and we have a lot of fun doing it. Me and him, like I said, we get along very well. And please go check out his channel and check out the first episode to kind of get a gist of what the whole live chat is all about. It's not you, Beck, but I feel like it's much better because we get along much. I was gonna say better. We get along quite well, I guess I'm gonna say. Anyway, so check out Movie Warfare tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like a live chat. And what else? Yeah, pretty much. All right, moving on. Another thing that I'm going to be recently a part of is called Otaku 101. Now, this is basically a live chat as well, where we talk about things dealing with anime. Now, they do it by anime genre, and I actually was supposed to be on their channel last week, but due to internet problems, I wasn't able to do it, which fucking sucked. Because I really wanted to talk about what was it? Not Jose. They were talking about shit. I forgot what they were talking about. But anyway, they're doing another one this Thursday. I'll send you guys a link once it comes up, and then you can watch me as I talk about shoujo anime. Now, as you all know, I'm actually a big fan of shoujo animes. I respect the storytelling. In fact, I love the storytelling. And it has a lot of potential, although it could get a little sappy. But, I mean, it's shoujo. It's for girls, so of course. When is people going to talk about josei animes? I mean, they never get the light of day as much as, like, seinen or shonen, shoujo. Dude, josei is pretty badass. They're pretty good. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. It's called Otaku 101. I'll let you know more details as they come up. Moving on. Now, recently, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was trying something new about the anime polls. Usually, I do my anime polls on my Facebook. And if you have not liked my Facebook page, please do it for me. Like the page. I'm begging. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. If you don't like the page, you don't have to. But if you have a Facebook and you are on it quite a lot, please like the page because you do miss out on a lot of material, guys. I post on that almost every day. Every day. I post pictures, I post comments, I post other videos. I'm trying to do like this whole like Throwback Thursday because everybody does Throwback Thursday. So I was thinking of just jumping on that bandwagon and just doing Throwback Thursdays. But yeah, if you want to see more, if you want to get more material at a faster rate, check out my Facebook page. I give you updates out the wazoo as soon as they come through. So if you have not, check out that page. But what I used to do is just post a list of animes that I'm interested in reviewing. Excuse me. That I'm interested in reviewing, and I let you guys vote on them. And it worked for a while, and I still do enjoy it. It's just the only problem is tallying up the votes is really hard because as much as I beg you guys not to post multiple anime names, y'all still keep doing it. Someone's like, oh, I really want you to watch this, but I also want you to watch this, and oh, I vote for this and this. I'm like, guys, I said pick one, just one. It really helps out if you just pick one. But nope, you post multiple ones. I'm like, shit. And it gets really hard to tally them up because I get confused. So I tried to do this whole outside sourcing with the anime polls, and I tried SurveyMonkey. That worked until about vote 100. And then I couldn't see any more votes, and I was just like, shit, because there was over 247 votes, which means 147 votes went unanswered, or they weren't part of the poll, basically. I couldn't see them, which really sucked because their votes just went unheard, and it breaks my heart. But now I found a better one. It's called Pollmaker, and it does go above 100, which is very helpful. I'm still kind of testing it out because what if there is a limit for that one as well? But so far, it doesn't seem like they have a limit, which is perfect. And I'll be doing voting from there I'm gonna be doing the anime polls on there from now on, so that both the people who haven't liked my Facebook page and the people who have liked my Facebook page can go and vote. I'll post them after every video that I do before the poll gets released, so that you all can vote for that. And yeah, so that will be the future for anime vote voting. I'll just be doing it on this site called pollmaker.com. You click the link, you pick which one you want, bam, bada boom, done. And the last thing I'll mention as for plans for July is something to forewarn you guys about. At the end of July, I will not be here. I'll be in Tennessee because this August 1st, my dearly beloved father will be getting remarried. Yep. He's finally going to settle down and be with another woman so that she can ruin his life as well. But yeah, he's getting married on August 1st, and of course, I'm going to go. There's no fucking way I would miss it. You know, I was at my mom's remarriage. I'm going to be at my dad's remarriage. And I actually will be videotaping the event. So that does mean I might not be able to see Guardians of the Galaxy or have a review out as soon as I can because I'll be preoccupied with wedding stuff. But I'll try my best to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know when, but I'll try. But as you all know, I'm always about family first. So the issue there is that the live chat might be a week early. I'll try to get every anime review and top 10 list done before I leave on the last week of July, so that I'll just schedule them to be released at set time. They'll upload, and then you guys can watch them. So there you go. But I just wanted to let you guys know, give you a heads up first, or give you a heads up before it happens, so that you all don't go, whoa, it's been a week, where's Tony? You won't believe how many comments I get like that. Like, it's been a week, where's the new video? I'm like, shit, dude, I mean, I have a life too. I want to do other things instead of sitting in front of a TV and watch anime or watch movies, although, honestly, I still do that anyway. But, point being, I'm warning you guys ahead of time so that you all know. Other than that, I'm going to read some of these comments. There's a shit ton of comments real quick. I just want to see what you all are saying. So give me a moment. I'm going to just look through these comments real quick. Whew, man. I've been talking up a storm, man. 115 comments. Shit. Let's see. Hey, Tony. Just got here. Sadly, I missed last month's live chat, so I have a lot to say, but I'll start off by saying X-Men Days of Future Past was really awesome. Thanks for the recommendation. No problem, Haruto. By the way, Haruto, stay tuned. I think you might see a list that you just gave me, so I think you might want to listen to what I have to say. Mucky D. Luffy, tell your dad congratulations. I will do so, Sonic. Congratulations to your dad. Try making a straw poll. Someone else said that to me. I forget who. Tony, my iPod is dying. I'll be back after I charge it, but for now, I'm staying. Don't worry, Turner. I'll be here till 12, so there's that. I came here for the comments and then my love song. Okay, Matt Redman. Jose is awesome. Thank you, somebody. Have you ever... I'll answer that later. Hey, Tony. Quotable Notables, thanks for joining us. You can do this stuff on YouTube? What, you mean like live chats? Yeah, you can do these. You can do live chats on YouTube if you want. Is there a manga series? Oh, by the way, guys, one more time, just save your questions for about like around either 11 or 5:40 or 10:45. I don't know yet. I still gotta get through the top 10 list. So hopefully you can handle me talking for a while. Let's see. Man, how I do miss you, Beck. I understand, man, but Hado Sengoku just decided to drop off the face of the earth, and I have not heard from him since. It breaks my heart. I mean, we're YouTube or we're Facebook friends, yet I don't really talk. I sent him a message one day, and then never talked to him again. Let's see. Hey, Black Critic Guy, great job dancing. You got the moves, brother. And in your reviews, I give you a 5.5 out of 5 stars. You did one. He meant to say one. You did one hell of a job, and from one quick critic to another, what advice would you give me so that I may advance my skills? it really helps to watch other people review because you get an understanding of what works and what doesn't work. I'm not gonna lie, I got most of my like reviewing styles from other YouTubers. Now I don't blatantly copy them. I have my own style. Like some of them don't do the pros and cons style like I do. I really like the idea of a pros and cons because you're playing devil's advocate. You show one side and you show the other side. Now sometimes one side will be higher than the other, and it may seem biased, but sometimes some things have more pros than cons, and other things have more cons than pros. It's not all going to be even, but it shows that you're being fair by addressing what they excelled at and what they failed at. So try to watch other reviewers and then try to find your own style. Don't blatantly copy them. See what worked for them and see how you can add your own flair to it. That's the best advice I could give. And honestly, as I said before, just be yourself. As you see, I hate people that fake who they are to get views because, I mean, come on. Come on. Really. This isn't Hollywood. You don't have to pretend to be someone that cares. You can just be yourself. That's what YouTube is all about. It's you too. It's all about you. Broadcast yourself. Is that even their tagline anymore? Andrew Jones, if you want to get 20K by the end of the year, you should do more top 10 lists and get creative with them. The top 10 lists were what made me subscribe. Oh. Well, good point, but top 10 lists are so hard, man. You gotta sit down and you gotta write them out and pick which one deserves to be number one. It's a tough job, man. Make one creative video, watch it go viral, gain 10,000 plus subscribers. I would love to make a video that goes viral. I doubt it will happen though. That shouldn't be so hard. 5 out of 5 or 20 out of 5, either way, they were great. Thank you, Captain Turtle. Ninja Mushi Reviews, hey, what's up, man? You're welcome, man. Corbin Petty, welcome. Hey, BCG, Thursday be my birthday. Just saying that out loud. Well, happy almost birthday, Piplup Steffi. Oh, you know what? I might be able to give you a shout out too, because I think I'm reviewing Tammy on Thursday. So, what the? Is that for me? Time out. Yeah, man.
Borrow your pen real quick. Here you go.
Wait, you came to my house for a pen? Hey, by the way, see that camera right there?
Yeah.
Say hi to my subscribers.
What's up?
What do you need a pen for? Oh, wait, what do you need a pen for?
I'm going to sign this check so that you only have to give me $20 now.
Why only 20 now?
Because I got paid for my own check.
That's how much I got paid from my partnership.
You're going to let everybody in your subscribers know?
Why? I mean, they know I partnered.
I mean, you want everybody to know your financial situation?
I said how much I got paid, not how much money I have.
I mean, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
Okay.
It's not like, hey, here's my bank account number.
Oh, how's it different?
It's not different, you know?
All right, man.
Hey,
I'll see y'all
take your
later.
paper, man.
Keep that there.
Oh, what a waste. What the? Talk about random. I mean, I kind of should have saw that coming, but because he had my he had like a Winn-Dixie card, which is like a store here that gives me bonus points and gives me half off on some things. So he came by and gave it to me. I did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie. That's what you can get at a live tech, guys. Expect the unexpected. I mean, the last time my auntie called me, and then my homeboy called me, and now my brother knocked on the door. How about that, huh? Only on a live chat would you guys get something like that. Let's see. I like your shirt. Thank you. Oh, what? There we go. First time watching the live stream. Glad my first time is with BCG. Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate that. Wait, shit. What happened? Oh, my comments blew up again. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't even find that comment. I was just reading it. Shit. What the? Oh, wait, I think I found it. No, I didn't find it. I lost. Fuck! I lost the comment. Shit. This is a very interesting comment I was reading. Now it's gone. Oh! Everyone that is an undercover cop, don't be alarmed. Your friend is so cynical, it seems. The new host is the Phil. Man, you guys say some funny ass shit. Hold up. Oh yeah, I totally forgot there's a pillow behind me. Well, let's see. Who's the girl on the shirt? This is actually Sailor Moon with Wonder Woman's body. I bought this shirt about a year ago. Still love it to death. Shit. Alright. Tony, have you heard that Darkness Dragoon Rose / Armin has removed his Facebook channel, and you already talked about that in your last live chat? Well, I couldn't be there because me and my family were celebrating my birthday. That's totally fine, Leonardo, and yes, he unfortunately has left YouTube. He's done. You know, he has some personal issues to deal with, so that's why he doesn't want to do YouTube anymore. And he told me like a few days ago, or no, a few weeks ago, right before the live chat started, and people were like, "Dude, what happened to Darkness Dragoon Rose? This is crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, where did that come from?" And then he messaged me. I was like, "Oh, that's what happened." And I totally respect that. You know, it happens sometimes. Yep. Anyway, I've read a few of the comments now. I'm gonna go ahead and get to this other topic at hand now, the top 10 list. Now, as I mentioned, there are going to be 8 top 10 lists coming your way. You'll actually be getting one tonight at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right when this live chat is over, the top 10 list will be going up. Now, it will not be on this channel. It will be on BCG Unplugged. And here's why. For that top 10 list, I was thinking to myself as I was making it, you know, everyone would understand why I chose these animes on this list if they actually saw it. So I actually put clips from the animes in that top 10 list. It's a little different from what I normally do, which is sit and talk about them. That's just my style. Now, somebody said be creative with the top 10 list. That is an interesting that's an interesting suggestion, and I might do that. But I feel like when you're being when you're overdoing a top 10 list, it feels like you're trying too hard. And I'm all about simplicity, especially when I do my reviews. Get the point straight by elaborating as best as you can and adding your own flair. If you try too hard, it just seems desperate. Like, oh, look at me! I'm being so creative with this top 10 list. You kind of go more for the shtick than for the info. And I like entertaining. I mean, I love it. But I also like to get the point across. And sometimes I see in videos, it's less about getting the point across as it is entertaining the people with some type of quip. And I don't want to do that. That's why the top 10 lists are as they are. But anyway, the top 10 list that's coming out tonight, it's going to be on BCG Unplugged. If you have not subscribed to that already, you don't have to. I'll put a link in this video. So after this close, wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I ask for each one of you out there. If you stay until 12, wait 5 minutes. I will post a link in the comments and also in the description box. And you could go watch that top 10 list and let me know what you think. Now, it is long. It's 21 minutes long. But it's not 21 minutes long because I'm talking. I talk for literally 3 minutes. And then I let the video play. I mean, I speak for 3 minutes total, and the video is basically all about the top 10 list. So, and also, fair warning, there is spoilers on number 7 and number 1. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, number 1 has spoilers, but it was just such a powerful scene. I felt like that scene emphasizes why this anime is number 1 and why it deserved to be on this list. That's why I had to put it. Although, again, in hindsight, probably shouldn't have done that. Still, don't care, put it. But I'm warning you now, there is spoilers for number 7 and number 1. But if you've seen those animes, they won't be spoilers for you. But you just see the title and then skip it. Okay. With that said, I already, as I told you guys, this notebook has all the top 10s I'll be doing this month. Hold on. Not that one. Or, so, yeah, this one, this one, this one, and then these are the ones I'm talking about tonight. So you got 5 coming your way this month. There'll be a top 10 list, by the way, every Wednesday. Every Wednesday there's a top 10 list. And I'll try my best to keep my word on that schedule. I'm making one tomorrow after I do this certain anime review that I just finished tonight, actually, 2 hours before this live chat. And if you want to know what anime that was, you can look no further than the title of this live chat. If you see the title of this live chat, I think you know what review is coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, time to get to the top 5 or the top 10 list that I'm going to be doing. Now, I made you guys vote on a poll from pollmaker.com. Which top 10 lists should I talk about? Or, yeah, top 10 lists I should talk about on my live chat. I gave you 5 because, I'm not going to lie, you guys gave me some interesting top 10 choices, top 10 list choices, and I had a hard time deciding. I actually had to drop one because I couldn't find enough to make a top 10, and that one was on my top 10 platonic relationships in movies. I really wanted to do that because it was an interesting list, but I couldn't find enough movies that had platonic relationships. A lot of these movies, none of them are friends. They end up fucking each other. Fuck. Damn it, that sucks. So it was really hard to kind of dwindle it down. But enough beating around the bush, I guess. Let's get to the first top 10 list. And the first top 10 list I'm going to talk to you guys about is on the top 10 influential animes requested to me by Haruto Hiroshi. Haruto, where are you at? Raise your hand. Haruto, you still here? Okay. I didn't see his comment pop up, so either I'm lagging or I lost the internet or something, because, yep, here we go. Just reloading the comment. Anyway, so yeah, this is not again. Better. It was requested by Haruto, and he was saying that this is a little complicated. This one's going to be a tough one because, I mean, it could be influential to me or influential to anime in general. And luckily, I think I came up with a very good list of animes that were not only influential to me, but I feel like was influential to anime in general. And as I'm reading this, don't hesitate to let me know how you feel. I want to know how you feel. So, before we get started, though, I do have a few honorable mentions. First off, Yu Yu Hakusho. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's one of the best shonen animes ever. If you have a chance to see it, go see it. Go see it. Next is Fullmetal Alchemist, Trigun, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Ghost in the Shell, which was an anime that influenced the Wachowski brothers to make a movie called Matrix. And then lastly, Astro Boy, which was actually one of the earliest animes to infiltrate America and be a success. Like everybody back in the 70s and the 60s and the 70s knew Astro Boy. Our parents knew Astro Boy, basically. Holy shit. So many comments. Ooh. Alright, anyway. So starting off on this list, first off, at number 10, Sailor Moon. Now, why did I put Sailor Moon on this list? Well, because Sailor Moon was one of the biggest magical girls anime and really paved the way for magical girl animes from there on. Like what's the word? Sailor Moon was basically the standard. You know, when magical girls, whenever someone would make a magical girls anime, they would follow the Sailor Moon formula. It has to be a team of girls, one of them is the leader, there's some type of convoluted backstory, and they face an enemy from another world. Most magical girl anime follow that formula. And Sailor Moon really paved the way and opened a lot of people's eyes, especially here in America, to the magical girls genre. If it wasn't for Sailor Moon, I probably would have never known about the magical girls genre. Although, honestly, I didn't know it was anime back then, and I didn't know that it was anime, and I didn't know that it was magical girls. It was only years later that I was just like, oh yeah, that's magical girls. So that's why I put Sailor Moon at the number 10 spot. Number 9 is Speed Racer, which was one of the first animes to come to America that was a huge hit here. I mean, hell, who doesn't know the here comes Speed Racer, something like that, you know. But it was one of the first animes to really come to America and have a big splash. Kids in the 70s grew up on Speed Racer, and it influenced their love for anime thereon. It was a global hit. A lot of people loved Speed Racer, and it kind of helped open the genre up to people who never seen anime before. You know, after Speed Racer, people were like, "Oh, what is this coming from Japan?" Now, I will say that Astro Boy did come first, and it was a hit in America. But Speed Racer, the reason I put it on the list was because it propelled it even further, bringing in more fans, young and old, to this to anime. And it had a much bigger cultural impact. Hell, it's still a big impact nowadays. So yeah, you gotta mention Speed Racer. Number 8, Death Note. Now I know a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, fuck you, Tony. That's cliche. You picked Death Note? That shit is overrated." Keep in mind though, Death Note was a huge success and opened the floodgates for new anime fans of this generation. I can't tell you how many of my friends in high school got into anime because of Death Note, thus making it very influential. And not only that, the reason Death Note makes it onto this list is the fact that it proved that anime can be sophisticated. Yeah, there have been other sophisticated animes before. Just look at Ghost in the Shell or go look at Akira. But this was the anime that proved it for everybody that there's more to anime than just tits, ass, ecchi elements, comedy shtick, over-the-top violence. There was sophistication. There was actually a well-told story. Now, although it did fall off in the second half, let's not lie to each other. It did fall off in the second half. The beginning, like the first half of the anime, was just all perfection, like just really good. And again, it helped bring in more fans it helped bring more people into anime and kind of see what anime is all about. Not only that, but it has some stellar animation, a well-told story, and just this. It's one of the best rivalries I've ever seen in an anime between Light and L. It was very interesting. So yeah, number 8, Death Note. Oh, I forgot to mention too that this list will also include anime movies because I feel like they're a part of influential animes. They paved the way. Number 7 is Princess Mononoke. One of the first animes that I've seen that really had an impact on me and kind of proved to me that animes are not only like these or Princess Mononoke proved to me that anime is not just some silly, comical type over the top. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Basically, what I'm saying is Princess Mononoke proved to me that the genre had more than just silliness, over the top action, comic relief, panty shots, ecchi elements, kind of like Death Note. It has some sophistication to it. But it also proved that animes can be epics. This is one of the first anime epics I've ever seen, and it has left such a lasting impression on me and has proved to me the capability of the art form of anime. I mean, this anime is literally 2 hours long. That's longer than any animated movie I've seen, besides, excuse me, at the time, besides, I know Spirited Away clocks in at like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and Howl's Moving Castle clocks in about 2 hours and 15, so they are long, but this was the first one that was literally 2 hours long. I've never seen an animated movie, at least here in America, that is 2 hours long. Never. Which is very interesting. So yeah, it proved to me that the genre could go further. It can be large scale, epic, and have such a well-told story. It is one of the first animes that I saw where nobody was clearly the villain. Like, there wasn't a particular villain or somebody that was labeled the bad guy. Everyone was always in a gray area. There was a reason behind what they did. And, no one had to die and say, oh shit, it's over now, the villain's dead. No, that's cliche. I love the original direction that they took, and also the love story. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm in love with you, kiss me. No, they grew a bond. She hated him at first, kind of like the tsundere kind of element, but they grew into the love. They grew into the affection. It wasn't just sappy. It didn't feel sappy. It felt down to earth. And it's just a beautiful story. And it does have a message behind it, too. It's an environmental message, as most Hayao Miyazaki films are. And although nowadays it kind of feels like it's blatant, like he's trying to say, oh, save the rainforest, at that time I never saw it like that. There is that whole underlining tone of saving, nature. Take care of the forest kind of debacle. Which is something we should do. We gotta protect nature, because if we don't, who's gonna do it? Number 6 is Grave of the Fireflies. When I talk about this anime movie, I become speechless. This is one of the biggest examples of how powerful an anime can be, and it transcends being more than just an anime, but being just an excellent film. I mean, the emotions, the hard emotions in this film, man. They do not sugarcoat a damn thing in this movie. It is one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. And one of the most human movies I've ever seen. Not just animated, but movies. And it had such an impact, I think, on a lot of people. The fact that, and again, it's kind of like the Death Note and Princess Mononoke thing, it proved what the genre can do. It wasn't all silly fun and games and being over the top. It can be humanizing. It can be realistic. It can tame itself. It can have subtlety. It can have characters. And it went above and beyond. Grave of the Fireflies. And Takahashi is one of the greatest anime directors, probably one of the few greatest directors ever. And God, man, I don't even want to think about that movie. It's so damn sad. For those of you who don't know what's it called, Grave of the Fireflies is, it follows these siblings during the aftermath of the war, and ooh. All right, moving on. Number 5, A Kit Akira. Now you're probably gonna be pissed at me that I put Akira above, Grave of the Fireflies and Princess Mononoke. Both excellent films. I'm not saying that they're bad, but for like influence-wise, this one had the bigger impact. Why? Because it was the first one that also proved what anime can be. You know, it wasn't as stilted as other animes. It didn't have low-budget anime. In fact, the animation in this anime still holds up even by today's standards. It's that good. Now, I will say this, the manga is much better. It goes more into the story. What a lot of people don't realize is Akira is actually a very, very condensed version of a much bigger story. And it breaks my heart that they weren't able to tell the full story. But then again, they can only go for what their budget allowed them to go. But still, a lot of people reference Akira a lot. Hell, it has had such a cultural impact on people that when people think of animes, they think of Akira or Akira. It's pronounced Akira or Akira. I know people say Akira or Akira, but it's like Akira. That's what they say. It had such a cultural impact on people, and it brought a lot of people into anime as well. And it's actually one of the first anime films that tackles on the sci-fi genre and really expands on it. Now I know there were other sci-fi animes there's this one with Captain Harlock and Battleship Yamato, I believe, which are sci-fi, and I believe Gundam came out around this time. But the animation wasn't as high of a quality. It didn't have as big of an impact as Akira. So it is thus a very influential anime and really paved the way and opened the door for a lot of upcoming anime directors, anime creators, what have you. And also watch Steam Boy. I believe that's what it's called. It's from the same director as Akira, and it's as good as Akira in my opinion. Okay. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I don't care. Number 4 is Pokemon. Yes, I said it. Pokemon. Why did I put Pokemon so high on this list? Is because this is one of 2 animes on this list that had such the cultural phenomenal impact that it brought people like me, my generation, into anime. It's because of this anime and another one that I'll be mentioning soon that really opened the floodgates to this thing called anime. Hell, adults didn't even understand the cultural impact of Pokemon. Kids just went bonkers. We all went bonkers. We loved this magical world where these people capture these animals known as Pokemon. They duel, and it's just all sorts of creativeness and awesomeness. I still think about Pokemon. Hell, one of my favorite characters from anything is Mew. Hell, I love Mew. Mew is my favorite Pokemon. He's my dog. He's on my shoulder every time you see my channel. So saying that Pokemon did not have a cultural impact or influence on us, or even the genre as a whole, is bullshit. Bullshit. It did have a huge impact. So I'm not going to deny the fact that it did. Okay, number 3, this one's an obvious choice. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Widely considered one of the greatest animes of all time by many anime critics and fans alike, although for me personally, the series was okay. I feel like personally it's overrated, but I won't deny its huge impact and influence on anime going forward. From that point on, anime was a new game. It showed that animes can go dark, can go to these psychological areas and tackle deep, profound issues. Although, Hideaki Anno will say otherwise, the fucking troll he is. But it had such an impact on a lot of people. And there are a lot of people who work in Hollywood that are huge fans of Evangelion. That's how big of an impact it had. Hell, I'm now a huge fan of Evangelion. Not the show, but I love the Rebuild series. Although the third one was still iffy to me, I do appreciate what it is. It's not as bad as I remember. It's just I had so much anticipation going into that and expectation that I was a little let down. And the fact that it was supposed to be part one of a two-parter disappointed me even more because now I gotta wait for part one or part two, and it doesn't come out until I think later on this year. So yeah, number 2 is Cowboy Bebop. Duh. Talk about having a cultural impact and kind of basically changing the game for anime. This show proved that anime can be adult, like adult, dealing with a lot of kind of like Death Note and Neon Genesis, Grave of the Fireflies, and Princess Mononoke. It proved that anime can be more sophisticated. The animation was also solid, and it has just had such a huge cultural. I keep saying that, but it's true. All of these animes I'm mentioning have huge cultural impact, not only to the genre, but worldwide. People make mention to these animes. That's how much they have impacted the cultural mindset. And I would almost say that Cowboy Bebop revitalized the anime industry. It revitalized the anime industry. I mean, the fact that this show failed in Japan, by the way, it failed. No one liked it. It came to America. We ate that shit up. The anime survived because we loved it. We enjoyed it so much. The audience that it was supposed to favor, they didn't like it at all. It's kind of like how, you know, here in America there are movies that come out and we're just like, yeah, okay, but overseas they just get eaten up. That people in foreign countries just loves those movies. Well, an example of this is of the Resident Evil franchise. They do piss poor box office here in America, but overseas, man, they love that shit. I have no idea why, but I guess it's very similar to Cowboy Bebop. They didn't understand why we liked it so much, but we did. And now my number 1 choice. This one also just might piss a lot of people off because you might feel like Cowboy Bebop should have been number 1. Yeah, I know, I understand. And you probably all know what number 1's going to be. Not only did this anime have a cultural impact on anime in general, but it has influenced me a lot. A lot. If it wasn't for this anime and Pokemon, I probably would have never known about anime. I wouldn't have loved it as much. And it means a lot to me, even nowadays. And that's Dragon Ball Z. Yes. Dragon Ball Z is my number 1 choice. Why? I will admit, Cowboy Bebop did open up a lot of doors in anime. I will agree, Neon Genesis did the same thing. Akira, Pokemon, Grave of Fireflies, Princess Mononoke, all of the people, or all the animes on this list, they did help to strengthen anime and introduce it to a lot of people. But Dragon Ball Z opened the floodgates. Out. People just, excuse me, people just ate that shit up. They couldn't get enough of it. It was a fucking phenomenon. Just like Pokemon was. The difference between this is that not only did kids love it, adults couldn't get enough. It's so influential. It still exists to today, and it has set the bar for what shonen animes, or it's basically not the template. I just said it. The standard. It is literally the standard that all shonen, and I mean it, all shonen animes follow the Dragon Ball Z standard. You got a goofy main character who can be serious at times, who's super powerful and has a group of friends that help him out, and they go on journeys and save the world. Sounds like a lot of shonen animes, doesn't it? Thus proving how influential Dragon Ball Z was to the genre. And you might say, well, there were other animes that did that same type of formula, but Dragon Ball Z at that moment became the standard. That's what people go to. And that's what a lot of people got the influence on. Hell, the guy who created One Piece even mentioned he was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Freaking, I bet you the creator of Naruto was also inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Hell, just look at Naruto. Look at Luffy. Look at um, Edward Elric. Look at, well, not Yusuke. Yusuke is a little different. But look at all of those big shonen characters, and look how similar they are to Goku. Or take any of the other characters from that show and see how similar they are to other Dragon Ball Z characters. A lot of them follow the same formula, the same standard as Dragon Ball Z does, and thus making it really stand out as one of the most influential animes ever made. It introduced anime to a big audience, a new generation like myself, and if it wasn't for if Dragon Ball Z didn't exist, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would never watch anime. I probably would have never known about it. Why? Because Dragon Ball Z came out at the right place at the right time. I actually was gonna make a video as to whether or not Dragon Ball Z was really all that great, kind of in the same vein as is School Days really that bad of an anime? I was gonna do, is Dragon Ball Z that great of an anime? And honestly, not really. At least by today's standards, it's much more dated. But it came out at the right moment where it could make the big impact. And now we still have Dragon Ball Z around. Hell, they're thinking of making a new series because of how popular the new movie was, which I can't wait to see. It's actually going to be coming out in theaters in my local area, probably in August. So I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, #1. I couldn't have picked another anime than Dragon Ball Z. I had to, guys. It's in me. Anyway, I'm gonna just read some of your comments real quick. I haven't been reading any of them, and it's like 11 o'clock now. Whew, let's see. Yep, I knew that was gonna be #1. Love, gotta go. I agree, but I didn't like DBZ, but it was one of the first I watched. I'll be here for the rest. I'm not sure how people can get mad at this list. I came in a little late, but so far, they all sound about right. Maybe, ooh, excuse me. Maybe in a few more years, something like Naruto would be on this list because it's usually the first anime little kids nowadays watch. True. Oops. Ooh. Cowboy Bebop also provided an English dub that can be amazing, or also proves that English dub can be amazing. True that. Calling it #1 Dragon Ball. #2, yes, let's jam. I've not seen Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I've seen the first Rebuild movie. I mean, if you really want to see what is considered the greatest anime of all time, I would say give it a watch. For me, I wasn't a big fan of it. I was more of a fan of the Rebuild of Evangelion. So, yo, just saying hi, Michael Wilson. Hello, man. Like you said in the video before, there are classes for anime. Oh, true that. I don't think I could speak to a single person in my high school who didn't know what Pokemon was. See? Have you seen every single Pokemon episode and movie? No. I stopped after season 3 because I just wasn't in that phase anymore, and then it just declined from there. I mean, I know a lot of other kids still like it. I'm just not a fan. Like I watched recently the old Pokemon, and I still love it. It has a nostalgic value to me. So that's why it was amazing to me. Yes, Pokemon is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I'm 17, and I will love that anime forever. Wow, Pokemon over Akira. You got some balls of steel for doing that. Hey, man, it's just how it is, dog. Just how it is. Akira had 2 English dubs. The one we mostly likely know is the one that had Johnny Young Bosch. The original is not so well known, but there's a reason why it sucked. True. I love Steam Boy. Thank you. Somebody else likes Steam Boy. I have to say I love your reviews, and I think you're awesome, so stay cool. Thank you, SlayerBot. Fun fact, Grave of the Fireflies had a different message in Japan than it did here. here in the West, we see it as a sad war movie. Japan sees it differently, or at least it differently, at least saw it differently at the time it came out. That's pretty interesting. I would like to know. BCG, if you read this, I'll be back. I have to eat dinner, live on the West Coast, but I feel honored that you picked one of my choices to talk about. No problem, man, and I'll see you soon after dinner. I watched it once every 1.5 to 2 years. Makes me cry. Cool. Now watch Code Geass. My internet went out and missed 30 minutes. Oh shit. No, that's a good movie. Yeah, I missed this time. Made in time. Have to go on Facebook now behind the live chat. Let's see. Influence. I would say the most sophisticated anime that influenced Death Note was Monster. Not bad. A fun fact, the first anime to come to America was 8-Man. A lot of fun facts, Neon Wave, huh? Let's see. Yep. Yeah, that's all the comments dealing with that. So that was the first top 10. That did take up a lot of time. I apologize, but I am going more into detail with these. They're not like top 10 lists where I could kind of condense them a little bit. But okay, next one, and this is actually a fun one. I had a lot of fun doing this one because I like this. Top 10 anime I would like to be a part of. There have been a lot of anime. I've seen a lot of animes. I've enjoyed a lot of animes, and there are those animes I watch where I'm like, God, I would kill to be in that anime right now. And this is going to be the list. But before I start, I need a refill. Oh, okay. Let's see how many people are watching. We're down to 58. Shit, we lost 20 people. Oh, who needs them, right? I'm glad they were around. Hopefully they come back. All right. So to the next list that I'm doing on this live chat, my top 10 animes that I would like to be a part of. Now, again, I've seen a lot of animes, and it was so hard picking which ones I would like to be in. I have a few honorable mentions. So, first off, My Bride is a Mermaid, Penny and Stocking with Garter Belt. Imagine living in that world. The Familiar of Zero. I've always been a fan of otherworld animes because you get to see like this whole new world and the vastness of it, and there's like a different mythology and a different history. It's interesting. And I believe The Familiar of Zero was the first otherworld anime that I saw. So, Kill la Kill. Holy shit, Kill la Kill. That world would be crazy. Mako would be my waifu. I'm calling it. If I lived in the world of Kill la Kill, I would marry her. Shit, that'd be so fun. Is This a Zombie? And Melancholy of Haru Suzumiya, because it would never be a boring day. Let me just tell you that. I would be friends with Haru Suzumiya. Although I might act like Kion at first, but I'm going to be like, of course I love it. I love being in here. All right. Now onto the list. First off, at number 10, we got Hetalia, Axis Powers. Why did I put Hetalia on this list? Well, because I always found it so interesting how very clever they are with telling like world history, but in such a humorous and just entertaining way. I mean, this is the first time where I was just like, man, if you hated history growing up, this anime just might change your opinion about history. So I'm like, oh, I love this shit. And if I if I lived in this, or if I like was a part of this anime, definitely I would have been the Philippines. Represent for my Filipinos out there. Or maybe even Guam. The island of Guam, like America's like in the Pacific, he's like rowing on a boat and he bumps into this island and he sees a guy standing there. I'm like, hi, I'm Guam. He's like, hey, you want to be a part of America? Yeah, I would love to be a part of America. Well, jump in my boat. We're going to the Philippines, and we're gonna say hi to my friend China. That, you know what? That would make a great episode. Funimation, if you're watching this, do that. Go to Japan, tell them to make another season of Italia, have America row out to the middle of the Pacific Ocean and bump into Guam. Make that shit happen. All right. Oh, by the way, this top 10 list was requested by Caleb Jackson. Caleb, are you here right now? If you're not, I'm sorry, but if you are, thanks for this request, man. I really enjoyed it. Number 9 is One Piece. Now, I will admit that I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. In fact, I still have not caught up to the series. It's a long-ass series, guys. But I can't deny that I would just have a fucking blast living in the world of One Piece. Adventure every day, out on the high seas, facing new foes. Tell me that doesn't sound exciting. I mean, all I do is sit in this fucking room and watch anime and go to work, and I live a very boring life. I want to be like Luffy. I want to be part of his pirate gang. I want to head out to the open seas. Oh, the beauty of the ocean, man. I'm an islander. I love the sea. And it'd just be so much fun. And then I could eat one of those magical fruits and have awesome powers. That'd be so. But then again, I wouldn't be able to swim. But get my point. It would be a lot of fun. I mean, that's the whole point about One Piece. It's just one big adventure. That's why it's so popular. That's why it's still going on, because it's a never-ending adventure. And as long as people have fun seeing Luffy and the gang facing foes and going to these different areas, it'll never end. And although I may not be able to catch up to it or really appreciate it as much as other people, I still think it would be awesome to live in the world of One Piece. It'd be a lot of fun. Number 8 is one of my all-time favorite animes, Yurusei Yatsura. Now, for those of you who don't know what that anime is, it's an anime about a guy. His name is Ataru Moroboshi, which is a nice little Japanese pun that means, actually it said Moroboshi Ataru, which means one that is hit by the stars, because he ends up dating a girl that's from another planet. He's this guy, he's a lecturer, he likes to hit on girls, and one day, he has to fight this alien race because a supercomputer choosing from every person, when they were picking who was gonna challenge the aliens, out of a supercomputer of 100 and something billion names, his name popped up, making him the most unluckiest person ever to have to face this alien threat. And when he first sees the alien that he thinks he's gonna fight, he's shitting his pants, because it's like this big, monstrous looking guy. He's like, oh shit, I gotta fight him. Oh. And then he's like, no, not me. You're gonna fight her. And then out comes this sexy girl wearing nothing but a bikini top, and she's wearing nothing but a bikini. And he's just like, I'm in. Yeah, I'll challenge you. And so after 10 days of failure and not, he's failing big time. He's just like, ah, shit, I guess I'm going to lose now. And his girlfriend at the time, her name is Shinobu. She's like, if you win, I'll marry you. And she's like, marry? Okay. And he wins by using this gun that has like a plunger on it, puts it right there, and then takes her bikini top off. And she's like trying to get it back, grabs her horns, because the whole point is like, I can grab her. If you grab her horns, you win. And he accidentally says, oh, now I can get married. And she takes that as a marriage proposal, because in their culture, if you grab somebody's wings and you say the words marriage, you're married. So, it's pretty interesting. The reason I want to be in this world is just like the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I would never be bored in this world. There's just going to be crazy shit happening all the time, keep me on my toes, and I would love to date a girl like Lone. Be the luckiest man in the world. And you know what? As weird as this may sound, it would be a lot of fun to be friends with a guy like Ataru, Moroboshi. I mean, that guy's hilarious. Yes, he's pretty mean to women and he's very lecherous, but he's a lot of fun. Alright. Number 7 is Heaven's Lost Properties. Similar to Yurusei Yatsura, it follows this lecherous guy, but he's all about peace and quiet, though. Unlike Ataru, he's not one to be like, yeah, I want to go out, I want to hit on every girl. It's just that when he sees girls, he acts very perverted. But mostly he's all about his peace and quiet. And one day as he's walking, he sees like this meteorite thing fall from the sky and hit near this big old tree. He goes to investigate, and he finds out that it's a girl. And he finds out that she's this angeloid who's basically this it's like she's a pet class angeloid who straps herself to a master and basically grants his every will or grants his every wish. And from there on, he lives with this angeloid and he deals with all the craziness that he gets into. And that's why I would really want to be a part of that, the craziness. As you're kind of catching a reoccurring theme right here. I hate being bored. And in this anime, I was never bored watching them get into situation after situation. And again, being friends with Tomoki would be hilarious. Number 6 is All My Goddess. Do I even need to say why I want to be in this anime? Belle Dandy, guys. Belle Dandy. That's it. That's all I really need to say. I want to be in this anime so that I can be with Belle Dandy. I want to be with a girl like that. I want to live in a house with angels and go to not angels, goddesses, and go to college. Oh man, that'd be awesome. That's the only real reason I want to be a part of that anime, so I can be with Belle Dandy. Moving on, number 5, Bento. Bento was a huge surprise right off the bat. Bento was not what I thought it would be. For those of you who don't know what Bento is, it's an anime that follows this guy. I forgot what his name was. I haven't seen the anime in a long time. But it follows this guy who goes into this store after a certain time because he's really hungry, and he sees that the ramens are half off. He's about to go get it. Then he gets knocked out. He finally gets consciousness. He's like, the hell just happened? Later on, does he find out that the reason he was knocked out is because after a certain time, the bento boxes, they become half off. And when they become half off, students literally brawl to obtain a bento box. That shit is so over the top and exciting in every way possible. Now, believe it or not, I'm not much of a fighter. In fact, I would almost say I'm borderline pacifist. I won't fight unless I have to fight, and thank God I haven't had to fight ever. I got into one scuffle, and it was really a misunderstanding. It wasn't even really a fight, but I would literally fight somebody to be in this anime. I would cut a motherfucker's throat to get me a bento box, beat the shit out of grandma, girl, ice witch, beat anybody up. It's just, it would be so exciting and out of the norm, you know. Instead of going to the store, like hell, I go to the store all the time after hours, buying things that are half off or on discount because things go wrong and you gotta eat them. So it's boring. I go in there, I buy myself, I leave. Imagine if you had to literally fight to get them. You know how much more fun that would be, how much more intense that was, and how much your hunger would have been satisfied when you get that bento box and you go to the store, you leave, you're like, victory. Oh, that bento box would taste delicious. Because not only is it half off, and not only am I getting, what's the word? Not only am I being replenished with food, but just the satisfaction that I beat up a motherfucker to get it, and he didn't get it. I just want to watch the anime again. Number 4, Yu Yu Hakusho. In the same vein as Bento, it is an anime I want to be a part of because I want to get into a fight. Like, the fights in this anime, though brutal, are really entertaining, and I think I would have a lot of fun in this world. You know, there's the demon world, there's the fucking, I forgot what that world was. There's a demon world, there's a spirit world. You could be I would have loved to have been a spirit detective. Solving cases and, you know, hanging out with friends and kicking demons' asses. It'd be so cool. And having a friend like Botan, man, that would be awesome. That's why I really want to be in the world of Yu Yu Hakusho. You know, I would have loved to be a part of it so I could have been a spirit detective, meet a girl like Botan, fucking get into fights, join tournaments. That is exciting as shit. Kind of like Dragon Ball Z, but the reason I didn't pick Dragon Ball Z is because it would just get boring after a while. I'd just be like overpowered as shit. And if I was a human in that show, I'm fucked. Because I can't do anything. Seriously, what did the human characters do in Dragon Ball Z besides die, get beaten, or have to wait till Goku saved them? Every time, without fail. The human characters, after the Cell Saga, useless. They're only in there to please the fans of Dragon Ball, and that's it. That is it. Which is disappointing. Alright, we're getting to the good stuff now. Number 3, Baka and Tess, Summon the Beast. This was one of the first, it's one of the few animes that the minute that I saw it, I knew I wanted to be in the world of Baka and Tess. I was so entranced by this world. I love the color. I love the look of it. I love the opening theme. The opening theme is just amazing. Like, I could sit and watch the opening theme for hours upon hours, never be bored, and just cry my eyes out because I want to be in that world. Oh, it'd be so much fun. And yeah, that's why I want to be in Baka and Tess. And you know what? I would love to be in that type of school where you actually fought. You actually fought like other classrooms in order to get better like rooms, better equipment. That is interesting. You know, and it's all based on your academic skills, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty smart motherfucker. And being friends with Akihisa, Hideyoshi, Yuji, Minami, Himeji, there we go, Himeji, Kota, all of them, that would be so great. Alright, number 2. Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon has made it onto another list again. Why Pokemon? Why not Pokemon? I mean, seriously, why not Pokemon? A world in which you go out, you become a Pokemon trainer, you capture Pokemon, and you duel other Pokemon masters. Tell me that doesn't sound exciting. Tell me you don't want to be in a world like that. I know for a fact. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a Pokemon trainer. I didn't want to be a policeman. I didn't want to do anything productive. I just want to go out into the world by myself. 13-year-old kid could get attacked by anybody. No, be a Pokemon trainer. God, I remember there was a time where I was little that I just wished that Pokemon were real so that I could be a Pokemon trainer. Hell, the first Pokemon I would try to find, you guessed it, Mew. I would fucking look up the high heavens to go find a Mew. Like, that's the first Pokemon that I would fucking go for. And now we get to my number 1 choice. And I think you all know what number 1 is. I mean, I've mentioned this anime a bajillion times, and it is my favorite anime of all time. So needless to say, it would be the anime I would want to be a part of the most. School Days. I mean, to be friends with Makoto Ito, that guy's the bomb, man. To fuck bitches like, you know, Sekai and Setsuna, all these other bitches. Oh man, he'd be my best friend. Then I could get murdered. Get just stabbed in the chest by Sekai after trying to get back with my ex-girlfriend, and yeah, it's just beautiful. No, I'm just okay. That joke went a little bit too long. I apologize, but no, that's not number one. Number one, of course, is School Rumble. Duh. I love School Rumble. And if only high school could have been just like School Rumble, I think I would have loved it a little bit more. I'm not saying I hate high school. In fact, I have a I had a good time in high school. You know what? I had a lot of fun. It wasn't the greatest experience, but it wasn't bad. I still really enjoyed it. But oh man, if high school could have been like School Rumble, I wouldn't even want to go home. I just want to go to high school again. I'd be like, Mom, can I just stay in high school? I mean, shit. Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I want to go back to school. I want to see Harima and see OG Karasuma, Tenma zoning out, fucking Hanai yelling at the class for no reason. That little group of guys that all think about how they're going to see the girls naked and all that stuff. And then there's Yakumo. I would sacrifice everything just for like 5 minutes with the real Yakumo. Not the voice actress. The real Yakumo. Skamato. That would be amazing. I would die. Just heart attack right there in front of Yakumo. Be like, I can die now. I've done the one thing I wanted to do. And yeah, that's why I really want to be in School Rumble. And kind of similar to all the other animes I mentioned on this list, it would never be boring. It'd be fun all the time, man. All the time. I would have loved to have been in the 2-part episode in season 2 where they have these war games in the school. You know how much fun that would be? After hours shooting in the fucking classroom. That'd be so much fun. I wish we could have done that in my high school. And we kind of did that, but it was volleyball, not, guns. It's kind of, but still, that would have been phenomenal. And yeah, those are the top 10 animes that I would like to be a part of. And I would like to know what you guys thought about that, and what animes would you guys like to be a part of? Or do you feel like I left any out? So be sure to comment right now and let me know. We got 30 minutes left in this live chat, so now, done with that, let's get to some of your questions, comments, anything you guys have to say. So, let me just refresh my page real quick, and then we can get to these comments. Ooh, holy shit. It's a lot of fucking, I gotta review all of these. A lot of comments, Alright. Gotta reload the page again. Alright, here we go. Tony, have you ever considered making a fan fiction about a crossover between School Rumble and Baka and Test? Funny you mentioned that, Leonardo. I once wrote a crossover with characters that I created at the time when I was young. I used to write stories, and I was really into Fruits Basket at a time. And I did this crossover story with my characters being the characters from Fruits Basket, and the episode was called A Fruit Missing from the Basket. I thought that was so fucking clever. I still think it's kind of clever. I'm not going to lie. A fruit missing from the basket, so good. And the reason it was called that is because the main character of Fruits Basket, Toru Honda, she goes to the airport because I forget why. She's sending somebody off, and being Toru, she's clumsy. She hits her head on something, gets knocked out, goes on this conveyor belt that leads into this airplane that's heading to a town where my characters are. And one of the main characters, whose name is T-Dog, he's heading to the airport chasing this kid on a roller skate. It's supposed to be some type of villain. And he goes into the airport and he meets Toru there, and it's like this big crossover thing. And oh God, I gotta read that story again. But that wouldn't be a bad fanfic actually. Have freaking Harima bond with Yuji, Yakumo bond with Shuko. Oh my God, Yakumo bond with Shuko would be fucking crazy. Freaking Himeji with Tenma, perfect. Hideyoshi's sister with Eri, they'd be like the best friends ever. You know what would be funny? To have freaking Hideyoshi and Makoto? Yeah, Makoto. Hideyoshi and Makoto spend time together and have Brina Palencia voice it. She voices both Hideyoshi and Makoto, so it'd be interesting to see that. Let's see. I would have loved it if you trolled us your number one with Green Green. That's not even that's not even funny. Like seriously. I would never troll you guys with Green Green. Okay, maybe once, but I don't think I would do that because Green Green is just terrible. I never want to think about Green Green again. I didn't want to do anything productive. Let's see. No, you said that you wanted to be a part of Baka and Tess and how you liked the intro song, but did you think about the ending theme of Baka and Tess? Good point, Dragon Slayer, because the ending theme is also great. How about the world of Avatar? You know what, RJ, though? I would say that one, but the thing is, like, hold up. Like, Maji Sniper once said, Avatar isn't an anime, it's American made, so, but still, I would be a part of the world of Avatar. That'd be a lot of fun. Although I wouldn't like to be dominated by the Fire Nation, just saying. Big agreement with your number 3. That was my top 5 as well. It's such an amazing idea how they battled with their grades. True that. What did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot, Hector. Welp, learned something important today. Don't get between Tony and his bentos. I'm liking that comment. LMFAO, I'm not a weeaboo. Good for you. Okay. Your review of Heaven's Lost Property was the first review I saw from you and made me sub. I've been here ever since, and I've always appreciated your presence ever since as well. So thank you for sticking around so long, Piplup, and happy almost birthday. Can anyone tell me what he is doing? I just got here. Damn, everyone's just got here. No. Hello, it's Pillow, Black Critic Guy. Oh, hello, it's Pillow. Black Critic Guy will be with you momentarily. In the meantime, here's some smooth jazz. Hell yeah, I would love to live in the world of One Piece, especially if you join Luffy's crew. I would love to be in the world of Gunpla Build Fighters. It's a Gundam series that revolves around Gunpla Gundam plastic models built by people and enter battles with them, all for the purpose of entertainment. No war, life-threatening situations, or any stakes. Not only am I a Gundam fan, but I myself also build Gunpla. It would be a dream. Oh, I see. That's pretty interesting. One Piece will never find One Piece. Let's see. I'd love to be a part of Naruto also. This year, I made really good grades in world history because I related it to Italia. Italia shows that not all anime is pointless. Good job, William. You prove it to your teacher. Fuck you. Let's see. You're welcome, Black Critic Guy. Oh, thank you. Haruhi makes every day productive. Now let's see. I would love to be in High School DxD. Me too. I'm back. Do you live alone, or do your parents just let you keep living in the living room or something in peace? I actually live in my own place. I have a roommate, but he's home for the summer, so I have the place all to myself. That's why I can do live chats here in this fucking living room. It's awesome. I have a feeling that you like this suggestion. Can't wait to hear the list. I'm guessing Woodman 645W that you are Caleb. I'm guessing, so I'm gonna just say yes. Alright, anyway, so if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to say it now, because there's only 20 minutes left. So, we'd love to hear from you guys. Hold up. Shit. I hit a button here. Whew. Let's see. Hey, Tony, what's your take on gender bending in anime? It's confusing to me, so how do you feel about it? Gender bending in anime. Gender bending in its entirety has always been kind of iffy for me. I don't hate it that much, but anime always seems to deal with gender bending in some way, shape, or form. I don't really have that big of an opinion about it. I'm not going to lie to you, Dragon Slayer, but it's creepy at times, but sometimes it can be done in comical effects or even really serious tones. I would almost say, because if I'm correct, gender bending, if you're talking about gender bending, I'm thinking you're talking about like characters dressing up as either a girl or a guy kind of thing, right? There are a few animes that do take that in a comical direction, but there's one anime that I know of that really tries to tackle that in a serious manner. In fact, I will be talking about that anime real soon. Horo Masuko. Masuko. That actually blew me away at how they address the whole transgender debacle. It actually humanized transgender people. You know, not transsexuals, I guess. See, I always got confused. Is it transgender or transsexual when you like dressing up in women's clothing? Or, I don't know. I guess it's like transvestite. Because, dressed up. Yeah, transvestite. I don't know. Transgender, transsexual. Very similar. But, point being, I really don't have a problem with it. Are you going to light fireworks Friday? I plan to. Hopefully I will. You can never not be a weeaboo. Whoever said that, you must accept it. This is a religion. Everybody is a weeaboo. Let it consume your soul, young child. You said it all right there. I thought this started later. Nope, it starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the West Coast of America. So next time, though, Bleacher, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have you ever seen the movie Angel's Egg? If you did, tell me what you thought of it. Been subscribed for a while, and I enjoy your anime reviews. Thank you, Old Music. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have not seen Angel's Egg. I'll probably check it out when I have the chance. Damn, I can't believe I slept through the first hour. No! Are you hyped for Sailor Moon Crystal? I'm not gonna lie, when I was a little kid, I never really watched Sailor Moon that much because at that time it was supposed to be just for girls and Dragon Ball Z was for guys, so I'm like, okay. Plus, I don't know how it's gonna compare to like fucking magical girls of today, like the magical girls of the 21st century. I mean, after seeing Puella Magi, Monica Magica, I can't see another magical girl anime that could beat that. I mean, it was so good. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Excuse me. Good list, man. I'm trying. Thanks for trying the list I suggest. Wish you could have found more platonic relationships, though. I like the two you I like the two you had tonight, though. Thank you for that, Travis. Please answer my question. Did you watch Zen or Sunin no Tempest, and did you like it? Really like your channel. Well, thank you. Ahmet. Okay. Ahmet. Okay. I've not seen that anime, but I think it's on my to-do list. I have a lot on my to-do list. Let's see. Have you seen High School DxD? Not yet. Can you please have some Pillow X couch action? They're my OTP. OTP? I'm confused. Let me know more about that. Okay. Was gone for 30 minutes or so. Evangelion called me. Don't blame you. Do you like Ruby? If yes, are you excited for season 2? I actually only watched the first episode of Ruby. I couldn't get past it. The animation style was just weird to me. You know, I'm not big on anime being 3D. I've never been a fan of it. There have only been a few animes where I thought 3D was done very well, and that was actually in Danganronpa, which funny I mentioned that now. Danganronpa. What the hell happened there? That shit was a fiasco. Everybody was mad at the fact I gave that thing a 5 out of 5. Everyone was like, fuck this guy. What the hell is he talking about? And I guess I could understand, especially if you played the game. But I really loved it, guys. I loved it a lot. You know what? 2 weeks ago, I watched it again. That's how much I really enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, it was. I saw what was gonna happen, but still, it was just a lot of fun. Like, I liked the characters in that anime. I want to be in the world of SAO. I play online games all the time. True. Is there anything worse than the live-action movie The Last Airbender? I would almost say Dragon Ball Evolution comes very close. But the thing is, like Lanny Pator once said, if you guys remember who Lanny Pator is, he's one of the founders of Team 4-Star. Dragon Ball Evolution decided not to follow the source material at all. It just like took the characters, put them in a new story, and decided, I'm going to tell my own. While as The Last Airbender tried to tell the entire first season very shittily. And I don't know which one hurt more. The fact that he tried to tell the story, or the fact that they ruined my favorite character, Goku. They're both tied, though. I will say that. Let's see. Are you watching any of this season's animes? I don't watch ongoing animes because I like to watch an anime in its fullest, and I hate waiting weeks for another episode. I'm like, oh god, I gotta wait for them to translate it and add subtitles. Shit, I could just wait till it's finished. That's why I don't really watch ongoing animes. I wait till it's finished, then I watch it. So no, I'm not watching any of this season's animes. But let me know if there's any good ones. Gender bending cosplay with girls in guys' outfits is pretty hot. Oh! I came across your Code Geass review at the Black Anime Guy, and I've been with you ever since. Keep up the good job. Thanks, the Duke. If you were if you were offered the chance to go to an all expense paid trip all expense paid to go to Anime Expo this weekend, how would you react? I think I would shit my pants. First of all, I'd probably have a heart attack and be like, yes, I fucking want to go. The only problem I would have is the fact that I wouldn't have any money to spend there, which would suck balls, but it'd be interesting to go. I mean, I've never been to Anime Expo, so yeah. What do you think is a good anime trope as well as a bad anime trope, like children, friends, reverse harem, etc.? Or childhood friends, reverse harems. Good anime trope. Well, first off, I love the romantic comedy angle in anime. I always find it hilarious. I love love triangles that are handled in a hilarious way, not to be taken seriously. When an anime tries to take a love triangle seriously, I laugh my ass off. Not because of the fact that it's trying to be funny, but at the fact that it was trying to be serious. There was only one love triangle I can remember that I felt like was done in a serious way and it was taken seriously as well. Fuck, I can't even remember what the anime was though. It's a damn shame. But that's an anime trope that I like. I guess one anime trope that I hate is the tentacle thing. Like, I get it. You're known for the fact that you've had like pictures of women being raped by tentacle monsters from the sea. But every goddamn anime, man, everyone, they just can't help themselves. The ecchi elements in anime sometimes they just go overboard. But again, this is anime after all. Hell, I was watching an anime today, and there's this scene where they go into the bathtub to take a bath, and this one girl, she pulls out like this hose-like thing, and it wraps around the girls like a tentacle and just like bondage shit. I'm like, you couldn't help yourselves, could you? You could not help yourselves. Fucking shit. Ooh, here's an interesting question. Do you think you'll ever stop watching anime? No. I actually had a very interesting conversation with my father, who thinks, I don't know what the hell's up with that guy. We're such like-minded individuals, and he's so open-minded about things. Yet at the same time, he can be so closed-minded and conservative, which is funny because he considers himself a liberal. I don't know, but he's like saying, son, there'll be a day where you're going to get married and your wife's going to be like, Tony, I had enough of this anime shit. It's time to grow up. If my wife said that, I'll be like, first off, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because if you think anime is just for kids, you and me need to sit down and watch fucking Elfen Lied. Maybe you'll reconsider. You want our daughter or son to watch that? I'll make you watch Death Note. Tell me it's for kids. Secondly, who are you to tell me I can't do something? I don't say, well, you can't go hang out with your friends tonight. I don't say, oh, you can't watch soap operas. That shit's not real. You can't make the argument that one thing, or you can't make the argument that somebody can't watch one thing because it's not real, because you watch things that aren't real. Like, even my father, I'm just like, Dad, you know that that's not real, yet you watch it. It's the same thing with anime. I enjoy it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, and I'm not going to stop watching anime. One of the biggest things I always got pissed at is how people are like, oh, anime is all just hentai, porno shit. And I just want to slap these people in the face. Because I bet you, they are just such fucking hypocrites. So you're telling me that a show, an anime, where you see a girl wearing nothing but like, you know, bikinis and have some few panty shots and everything, although yes, I won't lie, they're blatant, is worse than fucking Game of Thrones, where they literally have hardcore fucking sex in front of you, full on nudity, yet you're okay with that. That's TV. That's not porn. This, on the other hand, porn. Oh my God, you're such a terrible person. What are you doing looking at these girls in skimpy outfits? You should be watching this. Watch this guy shove a dick up this girl's pussy. Hypocrites, man. I mean, hell, if you're going to condemn me for watching anime that has very soft, like not even softcore porn elements, yet you're going to be like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones, man. It's the greatest show ever. That's more graphic than any anime I've seen. Hell, they even go full, like they go all the way. Anime, they just taunt you. It's basic striptease. And hell, TV shows do this all the time. The only difference is that it's animated, so you think, oh, it's for kids. So, oh, that's disgusting. Anime's not for kids. And it fucking pisses me off and baffles me. The stupidity of people and the hypocrisy. that was a rant that I shouldn't have done, but still, it's something that I was thinking about. That people condemn people like us who watch anime because they think it's porn, yet people who watch Game of Thrones don't get chastised for watching porn, which they literally are, and they get away with it too. It's just like, oh no, that's sophisticated television right there. If fucking Wolf of Wall Street can be nominated for 5 Oscars, I think anime deserves more credit than just being porno. Anyway, moving on. What do you prefer, shonen or shoujo? Not the romantic shoujo, the comedic ones. I like both. It's hard to choose. I grew up with shonen because I was a guy. I mean, that's what guys watch. Although shoujo, as a big fan of romantic comedies, shoujo I feel like does a better job in this area. Although they get a little sappy, I'm not going to lie. So I can't really say which one I would choose. I enjoy both of them. Why haven't you reviewed Captain Earth? I didn't even know what that was, so I'll check it though. From Ubi Fang, Tony, you ever considered rewatching or re-reviewing Bakemonogatari? No. I will admit, now that I think about it, it didn't deserve a 1. I was just so bored with it, and I kind of let my emotions get the better of me. But even though it's still an anime I wouldn't watch, and I don't even remember. It's so boring. Boring. I don't care about the play on words. I don't care about how much the animation really stands out. It just doesn't appeal to me, and it never will. So no, I'm not gonna watch Bakemonogatari. I don't care how many people praise it. I'm not watching it. It's like that whole Neon Genesis Evangelion shit. Oh, it's the greatest anime ever. I watch it. I'm like, this is the greatest anime ever? Really? No. Let's see. Yes, he answered my question. Funny how you pronounce my name. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad at pronunciations. Let's see. What is your favorite anime this season if you're watching any? I'm not watching any new animes going on right now. The CG in Black Rock Shooter was pretty amazing. All the rest is shit, though. I'll agree with... excuse me. I'll agree to that, Travis. The CG in that was really good. Impressive, I would say. Planning ahead here for October, I suggest you watch Pupa. It's a horror anime that is in total only 40 minutes long. Each episode is 3 to 4 minutes. It's guaranteed to shock you. Remind me that in October. No, I'm going to write that down. Warning. Never watch Magical Warfare. Cliffhanger ending and so many questions on end. I will take that. What anime do you hate the most? From Quip. I would say Green Green. Yeah, I'm going to say Green Green. Nothing about that anime is good. Nothing. Nothing in that anime is good. Nothing. God. Biggest waste of time. Hated that piece of shit. Have you read the manga for Oh My Goddess? They just had issue 10 or 308 where 2 people do something special. I think the manga is over, but maybe they might make another one. I haven't read the manga, but I would love to know what you mean by 2 people do something special, Andrew. So let me know right now. Understandable. Did you watch Ghost in the Shell seasons 1 or 2? You know what's funny? I've never seen Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, it's one of those classics that people call classic all the time. I just never seen it, so sorry. I will probably try to see it as soon as I can, but got so much animes to watch. Let's see. if there's a manga of a series you like that is licensed in your country, is being sold at the bookstore closest to where is being sold, what series would you buy? On a side note, I hope my recommendation in the previous comments weren't too much for you. If it was, I apologize. It's just I'm always curious on what you would think of these series, and I like your critique style. Also, like your new top 10s in your live chat. Just thought I mentioned this. Don't worry about it, Anime King. I get a lot of requests, so I understand. As for what series I would buy, shit. You know, if they actually sold Batum, I probably would have bought that. So, probably would have bought that. I probably would have also bought Noragami. You know, everyone really likes that anime, and I'm guessing it's because of how good the book is, like how good the manga is. Because the anime ends on a pretty open note, and is like, what? What else? I don't know. I don't really read manga as much as I used to. I kind of feel bad at that because I used to read manga prolifically. It's just I got so busy watching anime. You know what manga I would read too? No Game, No Life. I know I just gave it all away, but yeah, I watched that anime, and I want to read that manga now. It looks interesting. Are you going to be watching any anime sequels this July? Sadly, no, Sonic. Agree to disagree. Hashtag never too old for anime. You're fucking right. What's your favorite running gag in an anime? Mine is the nosebleed, breaking the fourth wall. I always like comedic misunderstandings. Comedic misunderstandings are always gold to me. Now, there are times where they fucking butcher it or where it's terrible, but comedic misunderstandings are hilarious to me. Shit. What else running gags do I like? Oh, I like when the girls do the evil laugh like oh my god. It's a cliche, but it's a funny cliche. I've always liked it. What else? Exaggerated faces in different scenes or when they're like chibi are hilarious. I love those. Let's see. Let's see. 3 minutes left. Watch School Days and tell anime is for kids. What are your thoughts on Gary Stu's character on Gary Stu characters that undergo little development like Kirito and who's Gary Stu though? Have you been drinking? Ha! You know it. Let's see. Tony, have you ever considered reviewing Mirai Nikki? If you haven't, cause I'm not sure if you have. Yes, I have reviewed that. It's on my old channel actually. I haven't reviewed To Love Ru because you have watched it. I know. There's a lot of animes that I've watched and I never reviewed. I never reviewed Yurusei Yatsura, which is one of my favorite animes. I did review School Rumble, but that review was terrible. I would definitely redo that. I would redo my Fruits Basket review. I never fully reviewed Dragon Ball Z. So many animes I've seen and not reviewed, trust me. Fully Cooley. I've seen that so many times, never reviewed it. Black Critter Guy, I got a question for you. You say you don't watch ongoing animes, but are you planning on watching or reviewing any of the spring titles from last season? Yes, if they're finished, I'll watch them. I just finished watching No Game, No Life, so yeah, there you go. Keiichi and Beldandy didn't want to ruin it. Oh, I understand, but I wouldn't be able to read the manga even though, so thanks for telling me though, Andrew. I didn't mind Green Green. Haven't seen your number one. Also, have you seen Gundam Seed? Actually, have not seen any of the Gundam shows. Just never appealed to me. Where do you go to ask questions to him? You just found out, Gory. Why so much hate on Green Green? I've never seen it, but so why shouldn't I do it? Because it'll be the biggest waste of time in your life. Don't do it. I don't know if this is a dumb question, but how do you feel about the bandwagons where people like older anime such as Inuyasha or Dragon Ball Z, if you consider it bandwagon? I wouldn't consider those bandwagon. I would consider people that like fucking Naruto or like people that like Death Note or people that jump on like Noragami, Kill la Kill, like all those stuff just because it's the popular opinion. I don't like people that bandwagon because that's not a genuine opinion. They're just doing it because it's the popular thing to do. And people that do things for popularity never succeed. Because it's gonna fade out and then it's gonna be irrelevant and you're gonna realize, wow, if I just stuck to my guns and just said what I wanted to say, then this would be all the better. That's why when I do reviews, I don't give an anime a positive review because everybody loved it. If I didn't like the anime, I didn't like it. Plain and simple. I got a lot of shit for Noragami. I got a lot of shit for Hyoka, which a lot of people liked. But hey, it's just how I felt. I'm not going to deny it. Anyway, that's the final question I'm going to answer because it is 12 o'clock and I got to wake up in 6 hours to go to work. So I'm ending the live chat here. And stay on this for 5 minutes and you're going to get the first top 10 of the month. Welcome to July, guys. And I just want to thank you all for watching the video. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you for sticking around. You guys are awesome. Let's make it to 20,000, hopefully, by the end of the summer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay here for 5 minutes. I'm going to put the link to the top 10 list in the comments and in the description so you guys can go check it out. But until then, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm telling you what, in a second, ending the live chat for June on the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.
Love is the way.